The New York Post is a 200-year-old paper. The New York Post has been around and is one of the largest papers in America. This is not the National Enquirer that social media and mainstream media are suppressing. This is one of their own, and they seem just fine with that. So this is the hypocrisy of the swamp and of the leftist media, and it stinks.
But this is astonishing corruption, astonishing. And I want to know what you're going to do about it. I mean, this morning I spoke with Tom Fitton from Judicial Watch, and he told me that the DOJ and the FBI, deep state actors, right now are leaking classified information to protect Joe Biden and damage President Trump. They leaked to NBC News, FBI investigating Russian connections to the laptop to try to muddy the waters. We know what has taken place on social media. And then there's all this ballot fraud. We have a list of areas of this country where 100,000 ballots were thrown in the garbage here, another 50,000 thrown in the garbage here, Brooklyn, Ohio. The list is long. We have it. We'll show it. What are you going to do about it?
Listen, we have to keep fighting. We got to just understand that we're fighting, with one leg and two arms tied behind our back. We don't have the mainstream media that's willing to, at this point, not even just boost the other side, but literally run cover for what would arguably the greatest corruption scheme in American political history. This is the stuff that makes Watergate look like kindergarten. And then you combine that with the Obama administration and the Biden administration working with the highest level of the FBI and the CIA to knowingly peddle the disinformation campaign gathered from what they knew was a former Soviet asset and probably still a Russian asset. I mean, this is disgusting. If this was going on in a third world country, we'd be outraged. It's happening here, and everyone pretending as though it's not. So when I see the FBI doing their usual, we got to help the Bidens, it's Russian disinformation. This is the ploy who cried wolf 60 times over. This is their go-to plan. They run and they do that. They refuse to acknowledge their own corruption. And the reality is, I think, when Donald Trump wins, he has to break up the highest level of the FBI. He has to get rid of these things. And more importantly, maybe break up the swamp in general. Why is the Department of the Interior headed out of Washington? Why don't we spread all of those things up throughout America? And maybe these people and leaders, and I use that in very loose air quotes, can actually be more around the people that they truly represent rather than being controlled by the swamp that we now recognize is totally corrupted and totally broken. That's Donald Trump's next move if I'm him and if he wins, which I think he will, because what's going on is disgusting. This is the stuff of communist China.
It's absolutely extraordinary. Christopher Wray sitting on it at the FBI, Gina Haspel at the CIA, trying to stop dissemination of information. I suspect these two will be among the first resignations should President Trump get that second term. Donald Trump Jr., it's great to see you this morning. Thank you, sir. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Thank you, Maria.